Hi. So again, I have different topics on my mind, but one of the previous videos that worked better was about dating, relationships on your 30s. So I think I'm gonna keep going with this, especially now in this moment because I received some message about this guy I was seeing. But yeah, I guess this is dating on your 30s once again, but with new information. I don't know. Let's see what happens. But yeah, I've been thinking a lot about this topic, and it really helped to clear my mind the last video. So maybe this one also helps because it's difficult to have a really clear goal like I do. In my case, again, I just turned 30 in July, and right now, at this moment, I feel like I want a long term relationship. Not that I need the relationship, I just feel like I'm in a really good moment. I'm in a really good place in my life. I love what I do at job. I feel like the people that I have around me are really nice and really like good quality, not quantity, but really good quality. Relationship with my family. I go to the gym quite often. I keep myself healthy and active. So I feel like everything has been going on great for quite a long time, and I'm really happy. And before I was not focusing on meeting people, so I took quite a long break and I just focused on myself. Also because I was a bit obsessed with someone, but we're not getting into this. So it was a good opportunity to focus on myself and not be on the apps and not date anyone. And I want to say now it's November 2024. It's been going on almost for the whole year. So I feel like I had a lot of time to reflect and to think about the things that I want, the things that I want for myself, and the things that I want in someone else, in my future potential partner. So recently I was back to the dating apps because that's another thing. I would love to meet people in real life, but there's no way. I try. It's not that I try really, really hard, but I put myself out there. But the thing is that I don't go to people. I expect people to come to me. And I know this is a bit toxic because if I like people coming to me and asking like how's it going for my number and maybe bringing the conversation somewhere else or some other time to get to know each other and stuff, why am I not doing it? But I guess this is another conversation because I'm afraid of rejection, but this is for another video. It's a really interesting topic, but maybe for another video. But yeah, I was saying that I put myself out there again on the dating apps. I'm trying to stay away from Grinder. I guess you can say Grinder on YouTube. I don't know. I'll check the guidelines. And I'm trying to stay away from there, but it also sounds really really fun after a really long time without being in a relationship or any kind of intimacy. It sounds really really fun, but I'm forcing myself to not download the app. But let's see what happens. But yeah, I've been back to Tinder and I was meeting a couple of people and giving my full attention to them, and I feel like it was going great. But this is the thing, when you put your full attention into someone and then this thing doesn't work for a million reasons, it could be anything, then it hurts a little bit more because if you're meeting multiple people at the same time, if with one of them it's not working out for whatever reason, you feel bad, like you don't like it, but you're still meeting other people, kind of. So it's not as hard. You don't feel it as much. But when you put your full attention, you're 100% into someone, and then this person decides, or you decide to just call it off and not continue with this relationship, then it hurts more. In this case, I think I touched on it on the other video, but I was seeing this guy for like, I want to say almost 2 months, maybe a month and a half, which is quite a lot now that I say it out loud. But we just met 5 times because it was quite difficult to meet with this guy, and I completely understand that we have other things. Not everything is about a relationship. Like people work, maybe he's going to classes. Like we have a lot of things to do. But at this point in my life, I love what I do, but it also allows me to have a lot of free time, and I use it really wisely. Like I go to the gym, I'm starting passion projects like this YouTube channel, and I'm trying to do some side gigs. I have my profile on Fiverr. Like I keep myself occupied and doing things that I like. I meet with friends, I go out and all this stuff. So it's not that I'm bored, but lucky for me, I have the whole afternoon every day. So I work from Monday to Friday, but usually around 4. I clock out, so I have the whole afternoon and weekends, Saturday and Sunday. So I have the time and I'm ready to meet people and I'm excited. So I put myself out there. And like I was saying, I was meeting this guy, and this guy, for other circumstances, he did not have a lot of time, or at least that's what he was telling me. For some people, I feel like I'm really good at reading some people, not every time, but for the most part. And I feel like he was being really honest. Sometimes when people tell me, I don't have the time, I have classes, I have this, I have that, and I'm tired, I'm suspicious. Like, I start thinking, okay, we all have things to do, we are all busy, but if you like someone, you should be able to make the time. Usually, when people say, I don't have the time or I'm busy, is I don't want to make the time. And these are two completely different things. But in this case, he was telling me, he was reassuring me that it was true that he was really busy, and I was completely fine. So I thought, okay, let's give him a chance, because the guy was really cute, was really nice, and in person it was working greatly. And by any chance, no, what's the word? Well, by any means, this is not a diss track. This is something negatively towards this guy. I really like this guy, and I still really like this guy, but it just didn't work out with us. But yeah, going back to the topic. So I thought, he says he's busy, it's difficult to meet him, but I really like him, so why not just keep trying? And maybe eventually at some point we will be able to meet more often. So we did this for multiple times, but then every time we met, I was thinking, should I bring up the topic that I would like to meet more? That I'm not meeting other people, I'm 100% for him. But when you don't meet often with someone, the moments that you are with that someone, with that person, you just wanna be cute, you just wanna have fun, you just wanna, I don't know, appreciate the time with that person, because you know that maybe the next time you see each other, it's gonna be like in a week or something. So I wanted to really appreciate our time together, and I didn't want to bring up this drama, quote unquote. But recently I've been thinking about this like even more, and I was really determined for the next time that we see each other to talk about this, because if it's something that is worrying for me, I guess I can express it. But I was afraid that the same thing would happen. Like, okay, I'm really determined that I was gonna talk about it, about the fact that I would like to meet more, because I have the time and I really like him, and he was not willing to do it, or at least, I don't know, something like that. I was willing to talk about it, but then when we were meeting in person, I didn't have the courage. I guess I was not feeling like bringing out this topic, and yeah. So eventually, what happened is that he sent me this really long and sweet text message saying that he's really busy, and that's true. But he also really likes me. But at this point, he feels like I deserve more, basically meaning that he has a lot on his plate right now, and he can sense that I want more of him, but he's not willing to give it to me right now because he's busy with other stuff that he needs to prioritize. But the message was really nice, really cute, and I feel like he put a lot of thought into it, and I appreciate it a lot. So it's a good way to put some closure. Like for me, I would have loved to have this conversation in person, but maybe he was feeling a little bit like me, like when we meet in person, we just want to cherish this moment. We don't want to talk about drama, again, quote unquote, because it's not drama. So I really appreciate this move. And after reading the message, I got a little bit emotional, but I was more relieved because it was something that it was in my mind for quite a long time, something that I wanted to tell him, but I didn't know how to. So he was mature enough to explain this again, really maturely, really sweet, really nice. And there's no hate at all in that message. And I really appreciate it because he could, like, the other option for him would have been to just send a text message but maybe not put that much effort, and maybe it would come across as rude or as disrespectful. But with the message that he sent, I understand that he likes me and he wants to have me in his life, but he cannot provide what I want, and it's exactly how I feel right now. And despite the fact that I would love for this guy to be more interested or at least to give me more of his time, I feel like this is the right thing to do because since the beginning I said that I'm looking for a long-term relationship, and in order to do that you need to put the time, you need to put the effort. And he's being really honest and he's telling me that he will not do that, not because he doesn't want to, just because in this moment in his life he cannot, he prioritizes other things. And then like the toxic part in my head, things, really toxic things, of course, being like the thing that a lot of people tells you, like when people want to meet you, when people want to spend time with you, they will make time with you, they will make the effort, they will go the extra mile. But I also understand that we are not teenagers anymore, we are not in our early 20s. It's not that this is really, really far away because I just turned 30, but I understand that we are in a different stage in our lives. And in the case of this guy, he was really determined to establish himself in the country. I myself been through that, but I always try to prioritize work, but also take care of myself and the things that I want to outside of my workplace, if that makes sense. So I will give my all when I'm at work, let's say from 8:30 till 4 or 4:30. I will give my all, but after that I want to do things that I want to do. Like maybe that's being selfish, but if right now in my head a priority is having a boyfriend, being in a long-term relationship, I will prioritize that when I'm outside work. And this doesn't mean just going on a lot of days, because what I was saying before, now I rather meet someone, one person at a time, and give him my 100% than just meeting multiple people at the same time, because then it's really difficult to appreciate that person, if that makes sense. And at points I feel like I'm wasting my time because, for example, with this guy who was not willing maybe to meet often, I was thinking, am I losing my time? Because if I want a long-term relationship, I want to meet with someone quite often, and right now he's not giving that to me. But at the same time, if I like the guy, if I like the relationship that we have, why not just at least try it? Like, let's try to just pause for a second and not get too involved on the fact that I want a long-term relationship, because I want a long-term relationship, but I also want to have one with someone that I really like, with someone that, I don't know, with someone special. I know that this word is thrown out there quite a lot and it loses its meaning, but I want to be with someone that I really like. I want to be with someone that really likes me, and the relationship needs to be special. I don't know what would be another word, because I'm really good on my own. Like, I love my life right now. I'm really grateful for the people that I have around me, for the life that I built, not just for the things that happen around me, but I work quite hard to have the things that I have, like a good job, a nice apartment, not nice as in expensive, like nice as in I like it. And same with the job, like it's not like a really amazing job, but I like it. And every day when I wake up, I'm excited to go there and to do new things. So that's quite a lot. Of going to the gym also quite often, it's really important because I can see that my physical attributes have changed, and also it helped me mentally quite a lot. So let's say that I'm happy all around. So if I'm with someone, these someone's needs to put a lot of value. Not a lot of value, I don't know how to put it. I mean, I'm really good on my own. I'm really good solo without anyone. If I choose to be with someone, it needs to feel special. Again, with the special word. But if I want to be with someone, this person needs to compliment me, needs to give me things that I don't have on my own. Is that making any sense? I don't know. To summarize this, if I'm in a relationship, this person has to be worth it. Let's say it this way. Because I don't want to waste my time now that I know that I'm looking for a long term relationship. And I don't want to be just with the first guy that likes me. Because I also have my, what's the word? I also have my checklist, I guess, with the things that I want the other person. But this is another topic. I would like to focus more on other things. Let's say with the physical appearance, I know it's really important, and it is important for me, and it is important for a lot of people, but I'm trying to not focus on that aspect too much and go beyond that, because of course when someone is attractive, you will pay more attention to that person, and then you will focus on personality, on, I know you have things in common, but the first thing that you will see is if he's attractive, if he has something physically that you like. And it's really difficult to go through that, especially in the apps. But I'm kind of making the effort, or at least I'm saying that I'm making the effort, so that helps. Because maybe my soulmate is ugly as fuck, and I don't meet him just because I swipe left or left because he's ugly. And then what's the point of everything? Because when you are in a long term relationship, I guess being cute, being hot, it's important, but eventually you will focus on other things. And of course, everything is a balance. A person needs to be like, personality needs to be good, humor is really important for me, good looks have to be there, I don't know, hobbies and everything, whatever they like. So the combination of everything should be equal. But when you meet people through the apps, it's really easy to just focus on the physical attributes. This is why I always check the bio and the things that they have besides their picture, because I thought everyone did that, but apparently not. Some people just check the two, three pictures and then they swipe. But even when I went back to Tinder now, after almost a whole year without being in the app, I was being more thoughtful, more conscious, and I was not sweeping left a lot or right a lot. I was just being really mindful, meaning that I was putting the time, because I guess if you swipe left, then there's no chance to go back to that person. So I didn't want to do that just in case. I don't know. I think I'm going a bit off topic, but yeah, basically I just wanted to say that this relationship, whatever I was having with this guy it's been going on for around 2 months, it didn't work out, and I'm a little bit sad, but I'm also really proud of myself for how I handle everything, for how I treated him, for my behavior, because the previous Mark, that's my name, would have reacted really differently when the other person didn't want to meet. I would be like, oh, why do you don't want to meet? Why are we not meeting this week? Why are you making it so difficult? But this new Mark, this new person, was being more intentional, was being more respectful, and I really really like it. But that's besides the point. Besides the point, I guess. But basically, as long as you love yourself and you put yourself first, I feel like everything will work out. Because now I'm dating with the goal of having a boyfriend, a long term relationship. But in the meantime, I also have to take care of myself, and I don't have to forget that there's other important things in my life. Because now I'm going towards the 40-year-old mark, but before 40s, there's 39, there's 38, there's 30, 37, 36, 35. So there's still a long way to go, and I want to enjoy the journey. And it would be nice to meet to meet someone special right now. But if this person comes in the future, I want to be happy with the journey, and I want to enjoy the time that I spend with the potential boyfriends. So, yeah, I guess this is a good moment to end this. So, basically, I'm a little bit sad because this not relationship, the situationship has crashed, but I'm also happy because I'm entering this new era of dating where I am more mature, and I'm doing not difficult, I'm doing different, I'm behaving differently in a good way than when I was 20 something. And I'm really proud of myself, and I should keep doing that. And I guess now the question, so with this guy, we're gonna meet again because I want to, and I feel like he wants to. But I'll think if I go back to the apps immediately or if I give myself some days. But again, this is a good time to finish. So thank you for watching. I guess subscribe and all of this. And see you the next one.